Season 6 of Game of Thrones is only 2 weeks away, and I will be discussing today with my good friend Aaron Benferrato, who is a Game of Thrones expert. He has read all the books, he has seen every episode of every season about 2 times over. So we're going to be discussing all of the big topics for Season 6. Is Jon Snow coming back? The Tower of Joy? Bran and the Night's King? What's going to happen to Khaleesi? Where's Varys? We did not see him in the trailer. We're going to be hitting on all of the major topics for Season 6. We are going to give you a well-in-depth preview, and I hope you enjoy it, because it's going to be good. It's going to be really good. So let's assume that Jon Snow is alive. What is he doing in this season once he gets resurrected?
I don't know if it'll be in this season, maybe. I feel like they'll try to drag it out a little. But, I think his first thing is, I think, the wildlings are going to, have his back, you know? I think after, they find out that what happened to Jon, there's going to be, a little battle going on at the Castle Black.
Between the wildlings and the Night's Watch?
Yeah, because that's, Jon is one that brought him here, you know? When the rest of the Night's Watch didn't. So I feel like they're going to have Jon's back, you know? So I feel like...
Do you think he's going to try and take back the North from Ramsay? Because you see in that trailer that one shot where they think that's Jon Snow in that battle.
Yeah, so I think if he does come back and Davos saves his body or whatever, which I'm assuming is going to happen, he'll have the wildlings on his side and he might try to go south. Maybe with some of the Night's Watch that still have his back, you know. Actually, no, the Night's Watch would stay because I think the whole thing is once he comes back, his duty to serve until he died is kind of broken.
It's done, right? Because he died. Yeah.
So I feel like he'll just have an army of wildlings, and some of the northern lords will have his back because of his name.
Right.
So
that big battle, do you think, because they tease that there's going to be the biggest battle ever in this season, who do you think it's going to be between Snow and the Boltons?
Yeah, I think I would want it to be Daenerys maybe, but I don't think they're getting to that quick. They're going to jump to that yet. So, yeah, I think it's going to be the Northern Battle. Battle for Winterfell, maybe. Part 2, after Stannis got completely worked.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
He's going to have a comeback, though. No, he's dead.
And they bring back Jon instead of Stannis instead of Jon.
They revive somebody, completely irrelevant. They're we have one shot at this.
It's remember that wildling that died in Season 2?
Remember that woman with the 2 kids? That was pretty cool. It's gathering all the Dragon Balls and bringing back Krillin instead of Goku.
Obviously, if you believe in R plus L equals J, I mean, there's no point to even have that if he's not coming back. Because basically you're saying, oh, we have this new Targaryen who's going to be the prince that was promised, and for him not to come back just wouldn't make any sense. It's a whole waste of a plot, if that's the case.
I have 2 questions. How would they bring him back?
I mean...
And number 2, go into, detail of what this theory is about him being the prince. But first talk about how they would even bring him back.
Well, we've seen, I guess we'll go off the show, Season 3 or 4 with Thoros and Myr, when he brought back Beric.
Lord, cast your light upon this man, your servant. Bring him back from death and darkness. His flame has been extinguished. Restore his Lord,
Arya, don't!
bring him back from death and darkness. His flame has been
Let me go!
Looks like the god likes me more than your butcher's boy.
Burn in hell!
He will. But not today.
Okay, yeah, the Red Priest.
Yeah, so you would figure Melisandre would have something to do with that.
So, okay, and the other theory is they don't touch on it in the show as much as they do in the books, but Jon Snow is possibly a warg, like Bran?
Yeah, I mean, he has all the Starks have wolf dreams, where they might not know it, Arya had it. You don't know about Sansa because Lady died really early, but Robb even was caught saying once, I'm not a wolf or whatever, in his out loud.
And the whole thing that Robb was the young wolf, that the theories that he would transform into the wolf on the battlefield.
No, he never warred.
He never did warg though.
Knowingly, maybe in his dreams or something.
But
he had a line in book 3. think when he was going to the twins, something like, "I'm not a wolf."
Will you insult yourself, Kingslayer? You've been defeated by a boy. You're held captive by a boy. Perhaps you'll be killed by a boy.
Jon, the same thing. He's always tried to fight it, I guess, or he never really embrace it. Not as strong as Bran has. But even when Melisandre's visions, he said it was very ghost involved. They saw ghosts in Jon. So yeah,
his wolf is named Ghost, which could be a play on Jon Snow is dead, but his conscience is inside of Ghost. That's why
in the books that may be the case. In the show, no.
Are they gonna do the warg route in the show? You think? Are they just gonna do?
They would have done it. They would have I think they would have pointed to it a little. I think it's just gonna keep it with Bran. But
so what's with that scene with Davos at the end of the trailer where he whips out the sword?
I think
you think that's about.
I think he's gonna. I really don't know. There's people saying, "Oh, he's defending Jon." Melisandre, he believes Melisandre, that Jon is now the prince instead of Stannis, and she can revive him. So
wait. So Melisandre thought that
Stannis
was the reincarnated prince.
Prince that was promised, yeah. But
now, what's that theory?
Prince that was promised is Rhaegar, in one of Daenerys' flashbacks when she was in the House of the Undying. She said that she saw a vision of Rhaegar, and he believed that his son would be the prince that was promised.
Okay, and this prince lived 1,000 years ago or something like that.
Yeah, there's another thing Azor Ahai, an old wise tale, I guess, about this guy who fought the Great Other back in the day. He had to kill his wife.
The Great Other, the White Walkers.
Yeah, a lot of them are mixed in together. It's very confusing. Not confusing, but there's so many Prince that was promised, and there's Azor Ahai, who was supposed to was reborn into the Prince that was promised. He had a sword, Lightbringer, who was he was brought upon by he had to kill his wife, the thing he loved most, in order to become the Prince that was promised.
So that could be Jon and Ygritte. He didn't have to kill her. Ollie fucking clapped her.
A lot of people think Ghost might be it, but
okay.
The thing is, at the end of the trailer,
he loves Ghost more than Ygritte. Is that what you're saying right now?
He might.
I'll tell you what. If Ghost fucking dies, I'm never watching this show again.
I think that's what Davos is gonna do. He's gonna kill Ghost to bring back Jon. I don't know why. I don't hope not.
Now the title, supposedly the title of the 6th book is Winds of Winter, right?
Yeah.
So you think we're gonna see more White Walkers in this season?
Yeah, I mean you already have seen more White Walkers in the books. There was no Hardhome battle.
It's only talked about, right?
There's a couple battles they have at the Fist of the First Men in book 2 or 3, end of 2, beginning of 3, I guess.
Okay.
Or the Night's Watch.
Well, let's talk about
You don't see that in the show.
Let's talk about for the White Walkers, the Night's King, the flashback. Well, not the flashback, the vision that Bran has in the trailer, because that's a vision.
Yeah,
right?
he's standing.
Because he's standing. What? What is that?
I think it's just...
Can he control White Walkers?
Because, George... No, I don't think so.
No.
Because George said, the Winds of Winter will take you further north than ever before. So I don't know if he meant that through... I think he meant that through Bran, seeing through the weirwoods. So maybe... Yeah, I think it's just a vision. I'm not sure if the Night's King can see him or not. I don't think so, but who knows?
And there was also another picture where it looks like he's with the three-eyed raven, who is being played by Max von Sydow in this season.
Mm-hmm.
And they're at Winterfell.
Visions.
Yeah, yeah. Well, he is standing.
You could see through time. You could see. That's why I think that they might do the Tower of the Joy scenes through Bran.
Ice dragons. Do they exist?
I think if they did, if the show was going to introduce them, they might be saving it, but
because I feel
you would think that you would see the top White Walkers with the ice dragons.
Yeah, when
they at Hardhome, they could be saving them.
Because I've heard George Martin has hinted at them in the There's
he has another I don't know if it's a novel or a short story.
Yes, it's a short story. Yeah,
I'm not sure if it's the same world or not. people like
It's
have had
very-
links to it.
Yeah.
It would be cool, you know. At the end, like Daenerys with her dragons going against
The Night's King on a fucking
or
ice
Jon
dragon.
on an ice
Yeah.
dragon. Like, I don't
And
know.
but okay, when going back to season 4 because we didn't see them in season 5, when Bran meets the three-eyed raven, he says,
You're going to help me walk again.
You'll never walk again. But you will fly.
he's going to control a dragon with his mind. I mean, he's not going to control a fucking pigeon. You know,
Ravens, you can control ravens and stuff. It could be like
what flies in the world of game? I mean, he's got to have some
You
greater
take it
purpose.
literal, but if you take it like take it literally, fly. I mean, it's more. I think it's more of like
unless they've got he's got a jetpack.
Well, no, like fly, like you will like be able to do things you never thought.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. But I mean, he's got to have obviously ice and fire is about
Well, let's say
Jon Snow.
like going back for like Rhaegar, he thought his son Aegon would be the prince that was promised. He also said the dragon must have 3 heads, so that would be Aegon, his daughter, who died by the mountain.
Yes.
What's her name? It's not important.
You killed my wife.
Yeah.
No, wait. You raped my sister.
Who gave you the order? Say her name! You raped her! You murdered her! You killed her children! Say it. Say her name.
Yeah, he didn't. It didn't end well for him.
We know what you mean. And then the third, no one knows who the third one was. Obviously, Jon.
Okay, so let's go to Tower of Joy. What is the theory of the Tower? Like,
It's no
what
theory. It's
yeah.
just it's the end of the war.
Nobody knows what happened there, except Ned and somebody else. Who's the other guy?
Howland Reed.
Yes.
It's like Ned's boy. All right, so like after the war, Robert's rebellion, Robert takes the throne. Tywin lays the dead bodies of Aegon and I want to say Riella. I can't think of her name.
Who gave you the order?
After the mountain kills him, he like lays it in front of the throne, and Robert's like kind of like, all right, cool, because like he's scared like if any Targaryens left that they have a better claim, so like wants to get rid of them all. And Ned's like, nah, like fuck that, man.
Yeah, Ned.
Like, they're like kids, like don't. That's not cool.
They had the same problem with when he wanted to kill Khaleesi, right?
Yeah,
They-
so
yeah.
I will have no part in it.
You're the king's hand, Lord Stark. You'll do as I command, or I'll find me a hand who will.
And good luck to him.
that was the first thing, and so Ned leaves King's Landing, fucking pissed. And as he went up north, they didn't really talk like that much after that until he asked him to be the hand of the king. But on his way back home to Winterfell, he has to go to the Tower of Joy, which is kind of like by Dorne. It's like a Martell
Right.
area.
Okay.
So he goes there to get Lyanna, and she's being guarded by Kingsguard.
That was faithful to the Mad King.
No, to Rhaegar.
To Rhaegar. Okay.
So,
okay.
Why would
Rhaegar's dead.
Yeah, so why would they be protecting Lyanna when they're sworn to protect the throne, It's like three of them. Arthur Dayne, who's like the best fighter like ever, badass, has his own Valyrian steel sword. 3 Kingsguard, I think it's 7 of Ned's guys. Ned and like a few others, and huge bloody battle. Ned and Howland Reed are the only ones that survive. So Howland knows, but we never see him in the books or the show.
Is he alive?
Yeah. But he's like, the Reeds are very like, they live in a swamp. They're very like, magic kind of, I don't know, you're not going to understand. Like, in the books, they're
Yeah,
like,
that's a whole nother fucking
Yeah.
discussion.
children of the forest, shit like
now,
that.
in the books, when Ned flashes back to Lyanna's, now he goes to the Tower of Joy.
Yeah,
Lyanna's there.
They end up beating the Kingsguard somehow. He said Howland Reed saved his life, maybe.
Okay.
And Howland's like a small guy. So maybe do like, I don't want to say, I guess magic, is a better way, easy way to put it. So he goes to see, like, he flashes back to, like, and it's like, promise me, Ned. And Lyanna says, promise me. And she dies. There's blood everywhere. So, like, the theory is that childbirth, like, went wrong. She died from childbirth. And
So
the
when
child
she
is
says,
Jon.
promise me that she has this child with Rhaegar,
Yeah, like,
Targaryen.
promise me not to tell anyone. Because if Robert knew, He would try to kill him.
So, do you think this is true?
Yes.
It's at this point. It's true. So Jon Snow is a Targaryen.
If it's not true, it'll be a bigger twist than if it is true at this point. Because if it's not true, Jon could be dead. Like,
so Jon
there's
is
no reason
not,
for Jon to be alive. Well, not really, because the whole Night's Watch and the White Walker thing. But
so Jon is not Ned's son. He's
No.
Ned's nephew. There's a scene in the first season where he's like, "You might not be a Stark, but you have my blood." And then when Jon asks, who is my mother? Does she know about me? Does she care?
And you are a Stark. You might not have my name. You have my blood. Is my mother alive? Does she know about me, where I am, where I'm going? Does she care? The next time we see each other, we'll talk about your mother. I promise.
And you can see like how the pain on Ned's face that he just refuses to talk about this woman. It's obviously Lyanna.
yeah.
So he is ice and fire. He is Targaryen, Stark, and he's also this So he's basically Harry Potter of Game of Thrones. He's the chosen one.
Don't bring Harry. No, get out
But he's
of
a
here.
better Harry Potter. He's a cooler Harry Potter. He's got nicer hair.
Care about Harry Potter. Saw the first one. That's all. I saw the last one too. But
So you saw 1 and 7, and you just skipped the.
I saw the one with the snake. I saw the one with the snake. Yeah.
So Tower of Joy. Okay, so we're probably gonna get. I doubt we're gonna get the whole flashback. I think it's gonna be like in pieces.
They'll try because in the book.
Are they gonna really show Jon Snow's parents in season 6, or are they gonna try and save it? You think they will be revealed in season 6?
Well, there's like the whole thing, like, oh, how he's gonna come back to life. Is Melisandre's gonna revive him? He's like, oh, hey, wake up, Or it's like they're gonna try to burn his body and he doesn't burn, kind of like a whole Daenerys thing,
Yeah.
and like he's born again by fire or something like that. I don't. It's a little corny, I would say, but Daenerys already did it. But that would be pretty cool, I guess.
I just want to see. No, I don't want like the whole big spectacle like Daenerys.
I just want to come out of nowhere and just like, like something's happening and out of nowhere, like,
It's
oh my
Jon
God,
Snow.
that's Jon Snow's music.
That's his theme song.
What's Jon doing? Little WWE when we thought Undertaker was dead. And
It's Jon Snow.
he would come back and
Dun 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 dun.
And his name is John C.
what's John Cena doing here? So that would be cool. I mean, there's so many different ways they can play it off, but
Okay, so let's move on. In the trailer, we see the Dothraki at the end of season 5. They have kidnapped Daenerys. She's walking with them in the trailer. She's going to Dothraki Central, right? That's
yeah,
what it is.
I love how like the first season, like you could see like the vast Dothraki, like the 2 horses that they walk through, like
Yeah.
so fucking small and like not even that good. In this season of trailer, they're fucking
Yeah,
huge.
they're-
And, well, why not? They can make it better. Why not?
Who's the? I always forget his name. Who's the man that gave her the dragons?
Viserys, her brother.
No. The guy that was protecting them.
Illyrio.
Yes. Illyrio probably kidnapped Daenerys through the Dothraki. And he's going to be like, listen, who gave you the dragons? I have some right over them. I didn't know they were going to fucking hatch.
Well,
I didn't know. I thought they were going to be like Christmas decorations. And then you go ahead and you have 3 fucking giant
no,
dragons.
he's with Tyrion. He sends Tyrion to her.
But like, what's the end game here? Are they holding her ransom?
Well, she has dragons. She has ransom. They could do the Dothraki. They're not the brightest bunch of savages, but I mean they know her. Like some of them tried to kill her. Like they didn't leave on great terms.
Well, she was kind of like, listen, if you want to be part of the crew, I'm going to hatch these dragons so you can stick around. And they were like, there's no way.
Well, no, because she was only with like a few of them at that point, her blood riders. But the rest of them left her a while ago. Once Khal Drogo died, they bounced.
Right.
So I think.
Then what are they? Why would they do this? The Dothraki.
What do you mean?
Why would they kidnap her?
Cause I don't know if they're gonna be like, "Oh, hail dragon lady," or they.
So you think Jorah? Do you think she forgave him? Do you think that he's back on her good side?
Yeah.
I feel like it's going to end with
so much different in books and show. I can't really make a good theory because I can make two different like assumptions on each of them. Like, he doesn't have grayscale in the book. That's fucking stupid. They gave it to him in a show.
I think they're gonna kill him off this season. That he rescues her.
Well, I think he's gonna die regardless, book
Yeah.
or show. So they figured.
And that he's gonna redeem himself and then die, and she's gonna be like, "Oh,
I just want him like
you know what was fucking stupid? Killing off Barristan.
so lazy, and he's how useless are the Unsullied in the show. Useless.
Oh my god, they do nothing.
Those be the best warriors
Yeah.
of all time. They've beaten Dothraki in the book. So like they said, they beat the Dothraki. They're fucking useless.
They
in
can't
the show.
control the city. I mean,
Useless.
they got the mask.
Well, they can't control the show in the books either. But you're gonna say, was it like 20, like rich guys with knives can beat Barristan and fucking Unsullied? No, give me a break. Barristan could kill them all if he wanted to.
That's like, and he could have been used so much more in the upcoming seasons. Like he could have been that.
They replaced. I think they just put Tyrion in his book place.
Yeah, but that's stupid. They should have both of them. I mean, that just all right. Going to Tyrion.
Well, you can't have Tyrion on a boat for a whole season.
Yeah, that is true. Okay, so trailer. He's like in a cave. He's got the pitchfork or whatever it is. The fucking light. He looks like he's looking for something. But he left off ruling Meereen, right?
Yeah,
with
Grey
So
Worms.
where do you think his story is going to go in season 6? I mean,
I have no idea. I really.
that's
have
the one
no
that I
idea.
really can't pinpoint what's going to happen with his character.
I think like maybe looking for dragons, like the other two dragons. I don't know. I really don't know.
I think it could be. I mean, I can't
Yeah,
really say
so
where it's going to go, but I think him ruling Meereen, there's a lot of potential for good stories, like him as.
But they're just gonna they're obviously not gonna leave Meereen, so he's gonna be Meereen the whole time, just trying to rule Meereen. That's what I hate with Daenerys' storyline. Like she was just a Meereen for fucking 2 books, you know.
Yeah.
Just chilling in Meereen.
Okay, so in the trailer we don't see anything of Varys. Season 5, he's in Meereen. He met up with Tyrion. What's up with him? What are his motives? Is he Blackfire?
Yeah.
So the Blackfire are. Can you go into that? Like, what are the Blackfire?
Basically,
what is the theory with
basically like an old Targaryen king. He had a bunch of bastards. Just chilling, you know.
that? Right. Yeah.
And before he dies, he names his legitimizes all of his bastards, kind of like Ramsay is now a Bolton, you know. Remember
Right.
that?
Yeah.
So they're all legitimized, and they rename themselves Blackfires, and they feel they have a better claim to the throne.
So they revolt.
Yeah.
Against the Targaryens.
Many wars over many periods of time.
So Varys is a descendant of the Blackfire?
No, I think Illyrio would be. Well, no one knows really, but
This is just theories. This is
Yeah.
theorized. Because Varys can't be Mr. I want peace in the realm. I have no motives. You know, I'm just trying to keep the peace. There's no fucking way.
it could be, you know.
Yeah, you think so? Okay,
Like, this
Tyrion
whole
says
time
he
he
trusts him with his life.
But like say this like
What does your gut tell you about Varys? Can you trust him?
it's very like
Come
All right,
on,
let's
yo.
just
He's
say-
so sneaky.
let's
He's
just
got no
say-
balls. Can you trust a man with no... I mean, you could trust Grey Worm.
Yeah,
But that's
Grey-
very different.
well, I'm not saying yes or no, but let's say maybe like instead of you have Littlefinger and Varys going back and forth trying to play the game the whole time. What if they're just two you think they're the same, but what if they're just complete opposite? Whereas Varys wants what's best, and Littlefinger wants what he wants.
Well, Littlefinger, without a
I
doubt.
think that would be a cool little.
Littlefinger wants to take over the whole continent.
But that would be like a cool little thing. Like this whole time, he thought they both.
Yeah,
were
that would be
controlling
awesome.
Everything, but Varys is actually really the only good one, and Littlefinger was the complete evil.
Well, there's no question
Selfish.
with Littlefinger's motives, right?
I love Littlefinger.
He's a great character
He
because
is.
he's so clever. He's got all these schemes.
He
But he's a dangerous guy.
caused everything so far.
Oh yeah, I mean, killing Jon Arryn brings Ned to the kingdom, starts the war
He-
between them. But the move to give Sansa to Ramsay, Bad move.
That
was his first fuck up.
No, that's the show's fuck up, not his.
Yeah. You could blame the DW and whatever.
Fuck the. Nah, they're actually doing it. I like the show.
No, you gotta give them credit. But so that's the show's fuck up. It's not Littlefinger.
No, I don't know what.
Sansa, man. Are we even gonna go into is she gonna catch a break in this season?
But the whole thing is like they made her like getting like understanding things, like getting to play the game. Like she's dyed her hair in season 4 or whatever. Like she's playing the game, she's learning, she's making plays, and then you're just gonna ruin everything he built up for her by giving it to Ramsay.
Well, they sent her to boarding school. They sent her to
But
Charles
like,
Xavier's.
she already been through that. She was already on that character path where she was broken down, and then she's finally getting back up, and she's gonna do it again. I think it's lazy writing.
Yeah, they're kind of wasting her character.
It's like, why build her up to be like finally like, and just bring her back down again for no reason other than you can't think of anything else to do with her. Because in the book, she's still in the Eyrie, like learning, like she's in the Eyrie. Doesn't do much, so I guess make a storyline for her there. Make like someone like you did it with Brienne, like you fucking left Brienne watching a light tower in the whole season. You could have had Sansa made up like a fake war or like a fake, maybe the mountain are trying to take over the Eyrie, and like she has to stop it. Like
now is Aunt
like hold the Eyrie, like that would have been cool.
Is what's her face
like,
Aunt Titty Milk still alive?
You make up so much. Yeah, he's still alive.
Yeah, she's still alive. Littlefinger doesn't toss her off.
Oh no! Oh no! I thought you meant the kid. No, she's dead. You could have done so many other things with Sansa than have her go to Winterfell just to get fucking raped by Ramsay, and it's just lazy. I think you could have like make up something for her there to do. Not. I don't know.
It is lazy. It's almost like.
And now she's in Winterfell, running around on the whole other side of the map than on the show, on the books.
Jumping off the fucking tower with Theon.
They did do that.
Would they have a trampoline at the bottom?
No, in the books, like.
Don't. I guess you. Well, spoiler alert.
Yes, it's like fake Arya.
So what do they
land on?
They
do jump off.
What do they land on?
No, a lot of snow. It's supposed to be like really, really like fucking.
So Theon planned this. Well, Reek. Well, what is he, Theon? Or is it acceptable to call him Theon anymore? It's like Caitlyn and Bruce Jenner. It's like you can't. It's Reek.
I am Reek. No, fuck.
Call me Reek.
I felt bad, but I don't feel bad. I hate.
You know what? I'm just glad that that was his penis, right? That wasn't a sausage.
No.
Right?
Good for Theon, man. For why he had it.
Yeah. Oh my God, yo, he was fucking packing it.
No, I think that was.
What was Podrick?
Oh yeah.
What's his secret? He's just got like really like flexible hips, like.
But like yeah, like they could have like I know Sansa's a big character, but. You let Brienne watch you let Rickon and Bran disappear. It's not like you needed to have Sansa in every fucking like. Could have laid low with her for this season.
Yeah, stick her in the Eyrie, bring her back in season 6.
Yeah, like
when you have something
make
better.
like a fake battle, like where she like leads, something like cool like that. It helps build her character.
Well, like Arya's story. I mean, you might have different opinions.
She didn't do shit this season except for kill someone at the end. But
yeah,
she was like watching.
It's
dead
better
bodies
than Sansa's though.
It's just, I don't understand it. I really don't.
Okay, let's move on to Cersei. She's got the short hair, which I think it looks good on her. Now, I like Cersei as a character. She's an idiot. You want her to fail, but I like her. I think she brings, she's interesting. So she's going to go up against these religious extremists.
Yes.
So where's that story going?
Yeah, well, in the books, like I told you before, like Cersei's so much better. Like her, well, like you're in her mind, so like all her plans, like she thinks she's so smart, and they just end up fucking failing. Like in the show, her and Marjorie just make catty remarks back and forth. That's really what she did last season. Well, not really, but I don't know.
She didn't have much to do in season 5, but it looks like in season 6 she's gonna lead this fight against these fucking
like I was
dumbasses.
Yeah. Well, that was her fault. She
propped them up. Yeah.
Another screw up. And
well, she doesn't think. She's constantly in the moment. She never thinks what's going to happen.
But as much as I hate her, Like when she's like, I choose, what'd you say?
Yeah. She's like, tell your man to
choose
step
violence.
aside or there'll be violence.
Order your man to step aside or there will be violence.
I choose violence.
I was like, yeah, let's fucking go.
Yeah, I got pumped. I was like, I kind of wanted to like.
That's what I love about the show and books is like, you can hate someone but like kind of root for them. Like Jamie is like my favorite character.
That's
now.
in this show all the time. Is you're rooting for everyone and then you want
Season
them
1,
to
he
die.
threw a little kid out a window, but now like.
Every time I think about like how I like Jamie now, I always think, I was like, can I forgive him for tossing Bran out? But if he doesn't toss Bran out the window, Bran never becomes Mr. All-Powerful Warwick.
Well, you can think.
It's destiny.
Yeah, like maybe Three-Eyed Raven made it like happen. I don't know.
Now you're pushing it for
Yeah,
Jamie.
yeah, I know. But, like,
he's got the best character arc in the show by far. His progression from this, the cocky,
hand. I thought
arrogant.
he lost his hand. It was.
Yeah, the gold hand is sick. Caught that sword.
Need one of those.
Have you seen the fight with Jaime and Ned in the first season, but with lightsabers? How fucking sick is that, yo? This guy Ned was holding his own. Okay, so
Which he would never be able to. Alright, never mind.
yeah, well, in the books, he's supposed to be a very average fighter, right, Ned?
Yeah.
You could see he was getting winded in that first fight, but he does a lot better than he probably should have. Jaime's the best swordsman in the whole continent, whole world.
Yeah. I mean, he loses to Brienne.
He says 3. Yeah, but first of all, he had no food for
that's
all week.
They play that more in the book. Like, they use that like as an excuse more in the books. But in the show, they're like, oh, yeah, Brienne was beasting him.
Well, he says there are probably 3 people in the world that could beat him. He's referring to the Hound, the Mountain, and probably Barristan, right?
Yes.
Who would you take? All right, let's just go fantasy fight. Jaime, full strength. Khal Drogo, full strength.
Jaime.
Yeah?
His armor.
Okay, let's say they're both stripped down. They're both shirtless. They're both naked, for my sake.
Ooh.
I mean, what? No, they've got underwear. Okay, so they're fighting. They're both naked.
Jaime is faster, quicker.
Yeah?
Yeah, Jaime's that good.
Yo, Khal Drogo is, like, intense, bro. All right, Prime Robert versus Jaime. He's got the axe.
Yeah, but I'm not sure if Robert was that great of a fighter. He was a good fighter. I'm not sure if he was like.
So Jaime's the GOAT. Jaime's the Yoda.
Well, Barristan in his prime would probably beat him.
Yeah?
Arthur Dane, like prequel, like.
What about Syrio Forel? My name is Syrio Forel.
He's good. I don't know if
he was going off with that wooden sword though.
Yeah, I mean he could. I don't know.
He was quick. He had some moves. But Jaime. So you're saying that Jaime is going to be in this season? He's going to be in the Eyrie, which is going to be taken from Book 5.
No, Riverlands.
The Riverlands, right.
Yeah, I think so.
That's where Marjorie is, right? That's where Marjorie's from.
No, she's from Highgarden.
Who's from the Riverlands?
Catelyn.
Right. Okay. So what would he be doing there?
Well, I think because the way it is in the books, spoiler. Well, it's all spoiler.
Spoiler. Review, right? Yeah. I mean, we already gave them the warning.
Yeah, in the beginning. Because if you remember from the Red Wedding, Rob's uncle is still alive.
Yes. Okay.
So he's holding Riverrun, I believe. In the books he is, but in the show I believe he's holding Riverrun for the North.
That's the guy who goes to pee, right?
Yeah, like in the books he still like flies the Stark flag and all that.
Right. Yes.
Yeah.
It's Rob's great uncle.
Rob's uncle is Edmure, who got married.
Oh, he's still alive.
Yeah. So I think.
Did they recast him?
No, I think
I wonder if that girl is still alive. She was pretty hot.
Yeah, I mean, you think he cares?
She's a one.
It's like, all right, well, I got this hot.
He's like, well, my whole family died, but I have this hot wife. Am I mad? Am I happy? I'm not
sure.
He's
a prisoner in the book, so I think they'll probably do that along the lines of Jaime trying to take Riverrun back.
So Arya at the end of season 5, she's with Jaqen Hagar, right?
Yeah.
So he's the many-faced assassin. The many-faced god is death because everybody dies. Death is the face of everyone. So she's becoming one of the assassins.
Mm-hmm.
And she fucks up by telling the perverted guy that she is actually Arya Stark and she's supposed to be no one. So they blind her. They Stevie Wonder her. She can't see anything. What's going to happen with her in the upcoming season? Does she abandon the assassins? Or
I don't know.
I'd
like to think so.
Yeah.
Like I want her to be like Stark, like, or I don't want her to be no one.
Yeah.
Because I like Arya Stark. I want her to go back and fight for the Starks and like.
She'll never be no one. She has to go back.
Yeah, because like, I don't know. In the books, she's kind of the same thing, but I feel like in the books she's more like towards like going back to Westeros, kind of.
Yeah. Is she in Braavos in the books?
Yeah. It's the same but very different, kind of. But she's there, like, she's learning and all that. Jaqen isn't there, but
Oh no.
no, and she kills someone else. She kills like an old someone from her past, but not Meereen Trent. I think it's.
How do you fucking remember these names? You were like the fucking encyclopedia of Game of Thrones, yo.
Very addicting. Like I find myself like at night just feel like.
No, the theories are ridiculous on the internet.
I think she has to go back. There's no way.
Yeah, the whole hiding the sword thing was like, I mean, she's Arya Stark, you know? Like she's so proud. She's got, she's kind of arrogant. She likes being a Stark. She likes being this feisty little nugget. So she's going to go back. And if she has those skills, I mean, those skills
I don't think she'll be like
handy.
full faceless. She won't go full faceless, man,
but she's already pretty nice.
She'll know enough to get around. So.
All right, so one last thing I want to touch on. Lady Stoneheart. Is it ever going to happen? What is Lady Stoneheart? Because a lot of people don't know about
it's
the differences from the show and the book with that character.
Well, like spoiler, you're going to read the books, which you probably won't if you only watch the show because no one reads anymore. The only books I ever read too.
Yeah, right?
She's Catelyn, but like.
So in the show, her body gets thrown in the river.
Yeah, and then the Brotherhood of Bad Banners finds her. Beric in season 3, the guy got revived. Thoros, he gives his life for hers, and they revive Catelyn, and she's Lady Stoneheart, who is just a fucking badass fucking zombie who just kills Freys. and it's pretty.
Does she know who she is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she knows. But yeah, she just fucking kills Freys and chills hard in the woods.
So do you think the show is ever going to do it? Probably at this point. If it's not going to happen, it's not going to happen in season 6.
I always have hope.
Do you want to see it?
Yeah, I like Lady Stoneheart. Maybe they do it when Jaime's in the Riverlands this season. If it's not this season, then it's never going to happen. But they can do it.
She wasn't spotted on set. It might be a different actress.
They could do a different actress.
Yeah.
But they don't spot everyone on set. I don't know. Maybe they hit her.
I'm coming to the best part. Brothers, oh brothers, my days here are done. The Dornishman's taken my life. But what does it matter, for all men must die. And I've tasted the Dornishman's wife. I've tasted the Dornishman's wife.
He's got a good voice. We're lucky he's a singer.
Bran kills it in that fucking cell when he's singing. Are you kidding me? He hits every one of those fucking notes. And he was going to smash that girl.
Shut up.
Who's the most beautiful girl in the world? Jon Snow.
So I saw it's like a Hardhome.
Yeah.
It's like I read somewhere like the script said like when he's going towards it, it's like George Washington in Delaware but with nicer hair.
Yo, that part where he raises all those motherfuckers. I thought he was gonna freeze the water. I was that fucking boat! Get the fuck out of there!
That would have been cool.
I love how the giant just is like walking in the ocean.
He's probably soaked.
Oh my god, yeah, he probably got the flu. Imagine how much soup you would need to fucking cure that fucking giant. That is a big ass flu shot. That is a big ass mother. The best line in the whole show is
like no one knows like what's happening at the wall. Like no one has no clue. I have a feeling like Cersei like finally like wins and she's like queen and like
it's like the zombie like just
she's like standing on top of the walls looking at the
sunset,
the land, like she just finally won.
And then you just hear
Bunch
The
of
whole
ice
fucking
zombies.
army just comes running after. It's Jon Snow like running away from them like a cartoon. Like, run!
Open the gate!
Open the gates! It's like Scooby Doo fucking music. They're running into one hallway. They're following.
Let's see who the Night's King really is. Benjen Stark.
God, I would have got away for it too if it wasn't for my crippled nephew and the rotten bastard.